From the Playa del Rock release, that is London with Ride You Through the Night. Our good friend Nader the Priest, who I haven't spoken with in a while. Have you had any contact with him recently, Chris?
I Facebook with him back and forth, here and there, but nothing really.
Mm-hmm.
Just call him up. He'd probably just come right on.
Yeah. Well, we'll track Nader down.
Yeah, because he does have some news because his guitar player left London to be in Britney Fox. So he has a new guitar player.
Okay.
I don't know who it is, but I know he does have somebody new.
Sure.
So you could talk about that or something.
Right. Well, we'll get a hold of Nader again within the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
We'll find out what's going on with him.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got something going. He always does.
Sure. All right, well, let's get into the racist part of the show because we love racism.
All right.
Because everything you do and say these days is racist, no matter.
That's all a problem.
Whatever it is, it's always racist.
That's right.
I'm going to start off kind of light here.
Okay.
And then we'll get into the heavier stuff.
All right.
Now, here's something I don't quite get or understand where people are coming from, especially when you can track it to them.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that you should be like a drive-by racist.
All right.
But when you work for a company, especially a worldwide organization.
Sure.
That is not exactly the place to act out and, I don't know, push your personal agendas, I guess.
Okay.
Because you're always going to lose. You're always going to be shown the door.
Pretty much.
Unless, of course, you don't care about your job.
Right.
And if you don't care about your job, why are you there to begin with?
Yeah, you're just stealing money until you get thrown out.
I guess. So apparently this is something that's been going on for the last, I'm going to pinpoint it, say about the last year.
Okay.
Where since all this whole Black Lives Matter and, all these kind of nonsense going on.
Yeah.
All these food establishment people, employees are pushing their personal agendas, good or bad.
Right.
By putting notes or writing shit on people's cups or putting something in their food bags. Or,
right. Yeah.
It's like, what is the point of that?
Right.
This whole, like refusing service to police who come into your fast food joint for a hamburger or writing Black Lives Matter on your drink cup.
Right.
Or, whatever. But this one here, you just got to kind of scratch your head. And I understand the buffoonery, especially of younger people. Because they don't understand the impact or the implications of what they're doing. Because they either think it's funny or they think that they're getting some kind of a message across or whatever the case may be.
If you're willing to let them go with that, then go ahead.
Again, it's just I'm not willing to let them go. I'm just trying to understand the psychology behind this.
Well, I'm sure that's what they want, but man, they should be held to the fucking same standards as anybody else. What makes a 20-year-old working at a job any different than a 40-year-old
I
working
agree.
at the same job?
I completely agree. All right. Well, anyway, Wendy's employee is fired for leaving racist note in a 7-year-old's meal.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
When will people stop writing racist messages on restaurant meals? According to ABC, 2 Wendy's employees have been fired after writing a derogatory note on a kid's meal toy.
Okay.
Manige, M-A-N-I-G-E. How would you say that?
M-A-N-I-G-E?
Manige. Is that how would you say that?
Menage? I don't know.
Menage?
I with an E.
Yeah.
I think.
O-S-O-W-S-K-I.
O-S-O-W. Osawaski?
Osowski?
Yeah.
Took her 7-year-old daughter to an outpost of the chain in Arvada, Colorado last week.
Okay.
Where she ordered her child a kid's meal. Okay. Instead of receiving a toy, her daughter received a deck of cards.
Okay.
Written in black ink on the Ace of Hearts was a number of racial slurs, including the dreaded N-word.
Oh, my God. Really?
I had to explain to my child what the N-word means, and she had never heard that term before.
Okay, well, A, that's probably a lie. B, I guess I'm going to assume this is a black family?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, these guys should be fired.
Yeah. She said she returned to the restaurant immediately after seeing the card and spoke with the manager, who quickly yelled at the staff, "You need to stop playing games." The manager then ripped up the card.
Right.
However, things took a turn for the worst. Oswaski says she refused to leave the store without the derogatory card. The manager then called the police and had her removed from the store. So she wanted to walk out with the evidence, I guess.
Well, ultimately, though, she's entitled to that because that was her property.
True, but
she did pay for it.
Right.
Yeah, because she was going to sue the Wendy's.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm with her. I can't believe they threw her out.
So I guess the manager ripped the racist card up.
Mm-hmm.
The race card.
He ripped up the race card.
He ripped up the race card. She wanted it. He wouldn't give it back to her. Mm-hmm. She caused a fuss, so he called the police to have her removed.
Okay.
Yeah. She told ABC that the incident was heartbreaking.
Oh, heartbreaking.
She's
going to go for outrageous.
Right. It is still a mystery as to why the former employees even wrote the note on the card.
Yeah.
A Wendy's spokesperson tells KDVR, "Our core values as a brand center around treating people with respect, and we have taken the situation very seriously. As soon as we learned what had occurred, we investigated and took swift action."
Mm-hmm.
The spokesperson adds that the company reached out and formally apologized to Oswaski.
Yeah.
However, that has not been enough for Oswaski.
Of course not.
She and other community members decided to organize a protest on Tuesday in front of the restaurant. See, I don't get that. It's just like, okay, this happened. These two knuckleheads got fired.
Yeah.
Wendy's took the appropriate action, but now you're going to march in front of the Wendy's.
Well, yeah.
To do what?
Look, you cannot be saying nigger when you're fucking ordering a Baconator.
I guess not, but...
Get it together, Neeley.
I would say, this is my thought, if Wendy's stood behind the employees and didn't fire them...
Yeah.
Then I would say, yeah, organize and protest.
Mm-hmm.
But the Wendy's said, hey, we don't put up with this. These two are gone. So
Daddy Starbucks in the chat room, when you're on welfare, you've got time to protest.
I guess you do. But what does that prove?
Nothing.
What are you picketing now? Because they it's not like Wendy's sanctions these kind of actions.
No.
And they got rid of the two offenders.
Yeah.
So now what are you going to protest?
And actually what the two did wasn't really criminal, so it's not like they could, press charges against the employees.
But what are you protesting now?
Nothing, because there's nothing. Other than that, maybe they're protesting that they didn't get their card back.
Okay.
That they stole property. It's the only thing I think of because they fired the fucking offending douchebags.
Yeah, so they got rid of them. Wendy's said, we don't put up with that. These guys are gone. We didn't sanction this. These guys acted on their own.
Right.
We got rid of them. But now you're going to protest. So what is it you're protesting now?
Yeah.
What? What are you protesting?
Not a damn thing.
that Wendy's is a racist company because they hired two guys that did this on their own?
Yeah. Apparently.
See, this is where protesting loses its credibility.
Yeah, because it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, because what are you protesting now?
Yeah, it doesn't mean nothing.
Again, I would say, yeah, I get it if they didn't get fired.
Yeah.
But they got fired. They're gone. They're out of there.
Let's be real. How many people were really in this protest? 5?
Yeah, maybe, but still. It's just the thought behind it. We need to get together and make some signs, and we need to walk in front of this place.
Yeah, just do what everybody else does. Put on your Facebook, never go to the Wendy's on Arrow Road.
Right.
That place is racist.
Yeah.
That's about the extent of what they do.
Yeah, it's just like the Chili's in Pittsburgh. Don't go there because they use the word retard in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Remember,
yeah, pal.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do, in Pittsburgh.
Retard. They use the word retard.
I'm going to have to leave the show. You keep saying that word.
While I do understand that the two individuals who were
Jesus Christ.
What?
Read Kevin Romano's quote.
What did he say? Neeley, isn't it bad enough they're I'm gonna say they are THEY''RE. They're black. It's not there.
Yeah.
It's they are. They always have to be black. That's not their fault.
Jesus Christ.
Unless, of course, you're the girl who painted her face with a Sharpie.
Yeah, that's her fault.
Right. While I do understand that the two individuals who were responsible for this, there's a systematic problem that isn't addressed to the people it hurt.
Oh, brother.
A systematic problem?
Well, does she explain what that is?
No.
Okay.
Swarovski and her daughter are unfortunately not the first people to receive a racist note with their meal. Last year, a restaurant employee was fired after a customer found an inappropriate note printed on the receipt that came with his chicken wing order. At the bottom of the slip, the employee had written in all caps, "Make for black person."
Yeah, that's in the chat room.
Yeah, I see that. So, okay. So there's going to be people like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if the companies didn't take any kind of action,
yeah,
fire them or get rid of them or whatever the case may be, right. I can kind of understand the outrage,
right, and shock,
and for not getting rid of them,
right.
But these restaurants and whatnot took immediate action and got rid of them.
Yeah.
So once they're gone, what else can you do?
Well, dude, it's a systematic problem.
I guess so.
Come on.